What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce, and today it's March 24th of 2022. I am a day behind. I apologize, guys. Yesterday, I was feeling really crappy. My throat was extra scratchy. I was coughing all day long. It was almost impossible for me to hold a conversation without coughing every other word. So, guys, I am feeling a little better today. I'm back in front of the camera for another episode of Comic Book Speculation Recommendations, the video where I look off into the future at Final Order Cutoff and New Comic Day of next week. Now, why do I do this? No, I do this so this way you guys have enough time to put in your pre-orders for your Final Order cutoff books, but also have enough time to reach out to your local LCS and tell them, hey, I was watching Bruce and Stephanie Comics comic book speculation recommendations. I like what he had to say. I did my own research, and I would like to pick up a couple extra copies of these books so that I can try and make this hobby fun itself. Now, before we get into the speculation for today's video, I do want to remind you about the two things I tell you guys about each and every single week. These are my reminders, and the first one will always be, guys, you have to do your own research. I am only human. I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I think is good speculation for both Final Order Cutoff and New Comic Book Day. But what you guys need to do is you need to go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you're spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not my money, your money. And last but not least, there are delays in comics, so sometimes a book will show up multiple times on my videos because it has been delayed. So it will show up multiple times on Final Order Cutoff, and it will also show up multiple times on New Comic Book Day because its release date got moved. So those are my two reminders. Do your own research, and books sometimes get delayed. I bet you guys were expecting me to say, all right, it's time to get into our Final Order Cutoff spec or something like that. But no, we're not doing that. I have two more reminders for you guys. And the first one is our 2,000 subscriber giveaway is going on right now. We're getting super close, guys. We are now 39 subscribers away from that 2K mark. So we are getting so close. So if you guys want to get your entries in, all you need to do is send us a comic book meme to this email address and be subscribed. And you get an entry into our giveaway. But we also have a special giveaway just for our channel members. Yes, a channel member for only $4.99 a month, and you get an entry into this amazing channel member only giveaway. That's right, you do. If you guys want to find out what we're giving away, guys, watch this video right here for both our subscribers and our channel members. All right, now those are my reminders. Let's jump into all the books that have speculation coming out on this Final Order Cutoff, which is March 27th for your DC and Scout books and March 28th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. Like always, we always start off our Final Order Cutoff and our New Comic Book Day list with our cover picks of the week. These are books that I think might do well on the secondary market based on the cover art alone. We have two books this week, and the first one up is Catwoman number 42, the Jenny Frison B cardstock cover featuring Catwoman in some lingerie. It's got Jenny Frison art, and I freaking love her art, and this is just a super sexualized version of Catwoman. I shouldn't say super, it's just very sexy, but very well done, very sleek. I love it. I think this will do well on the secondary market in the future. Not right now, but in the future. And the second and last book on our cover lover section is New Mutants number 25, the Art Germ 1 in 50 and 1 in 100 ratio variants. The 1 in 50 has a trade dress, so the 1 in 100 is a virgin variant, and this is just an absolutely gorgeous cover featuring Madeline Pryor. It's gorgeous. Again, a very sexy version of Madeline Pryor. She looks very chesty in this picture, but it's also just a badass cover. All right, guys, those are my two cover lover picks. What do you guys think? Do you think these books will do well on the secondary market based on the cover art alone, or am I out of my mind? Guys, let me know down in the comments. Alright guys, it's time to go over every single book that has speculation, and at the end of the list, I will tell you my 1, 2, 3, maybe even more books that I think you guys might want to speculate on for my Final Order Cutoff spec picks. But let's jump right into the list, and the first book up is Wonder Woman Evolution number 6. This has a reveal of a new major villain. Next up, Elektra Black, White, and Blood number 404. This was on last week's list. It is back, so that means it's been delayed. But this is an anthology of stories, and this has a story by Kevin Easton putting Elektra in the TMNT universe. Crazy. It also has the first appearance of an alternative reality Elektra from Peach Momoko's Demon Days universe. Next up, Ghost Rider number 3. This solicitation mentions a nightmarish trucker who wants Ghost Rider dead. Next up, Moon White, Black, White, and Blood number 1. Delayed again. This book has been on the list multiple times. Again, this is a 4-part anthology series, and this has the first appearance of the last living priest of Kanushu from 6,000 years in the future. Crazy. Next up, Strange Academy number 18, the final issue of the first chapter in the end of the first semester for the Strange Academy. Also, the possible next creative team will be introduced in this issue. Next up in the final issue that has speculation on this upcoming final order cutoff, which is Thor number 24. This is the 750th issue of Thor, and it's an oversized 72-page issue. Alright guys, those are all the books that have speculation coming up on this final order cutoff. Now what are the books that I think you guys might want to consider picking up multiple copies of? After taking another look at this list, I think the best book on this list for actual possible speculation is going to be Strange Academy number 18. This is a very popular series, and I think the series is going to stay popular. And there are going to be new people jumping in on the second semester, or maybe the third semester. And when they realize how cool this series is, they're going to want to go back and collect series number 1, series number 2. And this being the final issue, this is probably going to have a smaller order than the rest of the series. So if you get your books now and can hold on to them long term, you will be able to sell them for a profit later down the line. So again, this is a long-term hold. You're not going to be able to flip this immediately for a decent amount of money. So hold on to this book, enjoy it, because this is an amazing series. Get your reader copy and just squirrel the other ones away. I would also not sleep on Catwoman number 42, the Jenny Frison cover, or that Art Germ New Mutants number 25, 1 in 50, or 1 in 100. But the best and cheapest bet is going to be Strange Academy number 18. Alright guys, it is that point in the video where I'm going to tell you, hey, if you do not have the Key Collector app yet, this is your chance to go download it right now and pay for the subscription. So that way you guys have access to their curated list called their Future Key section, where they get every single book that they think has a good chance of having speculation and puts it in a nice, handy, easy little list for you. So this way it makes it easy for you guys to pick out any books that you think that you might want to pick up extra copies of, just like I do. So I use this list each and every single week for my new Comic Book Day Spec Picks. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump into my new Comic Book Day Spec Picks for March 30th of 2022. Alright guys, you guys know what time it is. It's time to go over my cover lover picks, and just like my final order cutoff picks, these are books that I think might do really well on the secondary market based on the cover art alone. And the first book up is Immortal X-Men number 1, the David Nakayama variant cover featuring Storm. Storm is such a popular character within the X-Men universe, and her covers do well on the secondary market, and David Nakayama crushed it on this cover. She looks amazing, and I love that the cover is mostly white. It's gonna make those 9.8s a little bit harder, but this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Next up is Dark Ages number 60, 1 in 25, Stephanie Hahn's variant featuring Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider looks absolutely amazing on this cover, and I just think this might do well on the secondary market based on the cover art alone. But I could be wrong about that, guys. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you guys think this is a little bit of a stretch? I don't know. I just think this cover looks so gorgeous, it could do well. And the last book on my cover lover section is a special book. It is Something Is Killing the Children, number 21. But it's not the A B cover, the B cover, or the 1 in 25, or the 1 in 50, or any of those other crazy ratio variant covers. No, this is an exclusive edition offered to the $250 tier members of the James Tynion IV Onion Club members to his Substack. So if you paid that initial $250 to join his Substack, you guys are the only people who have an opportunity to buy this cover. And it is a gold variant. It is gorgeous. I love this cover. I will say I almost joined this part of the Substack because I knew there was going to be some crazy covers coming down for Something Is Killing the Children and Wind in the future. But I did not, and I'm going to kick myself in the butt because this cover is so freaking amazing. But those are all the books on my cover lover section, guys. You guys let me know down in the comments below which one was your favorite, and let me know if you guys are picking up any of these covers. Alright guys, let's jump into my new Comic Book Day Spec Pick. Now, I'm not going to go through all the books that have speculation on New Comic Book Day. That's why I mentioned the Key Collector app. If you guys want to learn about all the books that have potential speculation on this upcoming New Comic Book Day, go download the Key Collector app and go to the Future Key section. But my one book that I think has a decent chance to have some good speculation on it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 127. This is the first full appearance of Venus de Milo in the mainstream TMNT universe. Her first appearance was actually on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, episode number 1 back in 1997. It was a TV series and it looked absolutely janky, but that was her first appearance. But this is her first comic book appearance in the comic. Now, the first run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles goes for crazy money, but this IDW run doesn't do as nearly as well, but having the first appearance of a new Turtle like Jenica, I think is a good bet. And this character looks really, really cool. And I do know that the writer on this book, Sophia Campbell, is really excited to bring this character into the mainstream universe within the comic. And some of the art that I've seen teased looks really, really cool. This character looks kind of like a Frankenstein character. I don't really know a lot about her, and I don't know what they're gonna do with Venus in this universe, but I'm super excited about it. And the B cover for this features Venus. So if you want to get her first appearance in her first cover appearance, get yourself Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 127, the B cover. I already secured myself a couple copies of that. I'm also going for that 1 in 10 because I think it's actually a really cool cover. But guys, that is my spec pick for this upcoming New Comic Book Day. Guys, let me know down in the comments below, is there a book that I missed that you think I should have put on my New Comic Book Day spec list? Or do you guys agree with me that this is the best book on next week's New Comic Book Day? Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end of the video. If you guys are not subscribed at this point, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notification, and smash that like button. Alright guys, reminder, quick again, 2K giveaway is going on right now. You can also become a channel member and get an extra cool prize in our 2K giveaway. Also, we're gonna be live next Tuesday. I was really sick this week, guys. I was really, really sick. There's no way I was gonna be able to go live on Tuesday, but we're gonna be back on this upcoming Tuesday, which would be March 27th, I believe. And yeah, we're gonna go live. We're gonna have a really good time with Cole, Lee, and Steven Heiner. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, which is Friday, for my Marvel solicitations video for June of 2022. You guys have yourself a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.